I'm basically giving responsibility of my child to other people, which obviously are lovely, they want all the best for her, but I am losing control.
Why you're acting this? You are not a bad mother, you're doing everything good. And they are not blaming you or something.
It wasn't about żłobek, it wasn't about Nursery, it wasn't about Gabrysia that's not eating, it was about me. That I again felt that I will be judged.
You thought you solved your issue, but
Yes.
apparently it's like some mirror in front of you that, hey, this thing you didn't fix yet, right?
Rationally, this was a great decision, we are happy about it, but unconsciously, my brain still think there is a danger maybe.
This current trigger need to be fixed or taken care of, know how to deal with now, because it will just grow and grow and it be more of it in the future.
Hello everyone, my name is Natalia.
Hi, I'm Oran.
We are married, and this is our podcast, Balagan, which means in Polish Bałagan, in English chaos, good or bad, but basically related to our everyday life, yes?
Yes, it could be everything, right? Our marriage, our kid, our life, our work, everything could be, oh my God, what is Balagan? Like our kid doing with the books in the playground and so on, or Yalla Balagan, let's have party.
Yes. So today, in today's episode, we would like to share with you topic that could be also sometimes balagan, which is related to nursery. This is why we both wear t-shirts Kocham żłobek. Kocham żłobek means in Polish I love nursery. And why we would like to talk about it? Because first of all, our daughter Gabriela, we decided to start żłobek 2 months ago, or already?
Already 3, I think.
Yes, right? Basically when she turned 8 months. Now she's today is 7. Today is 8.
Yeah, so
today is her birthday. Yes, so
like
exactly 10 months ago we welcomed her on this side of the world, which is actually not so convenient, so comfortable as in my belly, but yes, so she's with us already 10 months. Wow, amazing. And these t-shirts are also because I listen to podcast Kocham żłobek, which is in Polish, and basically parents are sharing their experience regarding żłobek, why they made this decision, how their kids were dealing with adaptation and other challenges regarding nursery. And today we would like to share with you. We don't have so much experience
but
yet.
It still counts for something.
Yes, for now we definitely can say Kocham żłobek, we love. First of all, we are really sure about our decision, right?
Totally sure.
Confident.
We see how she reacts, how she enjoying going there, enjoying coming back. We have energy. She has energy. Everything. Every time they said she was laughing so loud and happy and participating, and we are like getting so much benefit from this. So definitely a good choice.
Exactly, but it wasn't like that from the beginning. I mean, we both decided we made this decision that Gabrysia will go to żłobek, and we were happy about this decision. But it wasn't for me. I thought I'm standing 100% behind my decision, and I don't feel any fears or stress. But actually it happened at the very beginning of the adaptation. Also, we are, if you follow our channel for a while, we are mixed marriage, which means he's Israeli, I am Polish, we live in Poland. But in Israel,
it's not a problem. It's like
the żłobek is not a problem.
It's like it's a mandatory. Like people are most people. It's like the most unusual is to stay with the kids so long and so on, because basically you have the maternity leave for 3 to 6 months, and then you need to go back to work, and you need to do something with the kid meanwhile. And it's like, and there are so many kids, so those Schwabeks, those nurseries are popping out everywhere. Mostly it's like just people houses, some woman hosting her kid and other kids as well. My mother was doing exactly the same when I was little.
Yes, I was in shock that I can just open żłobek here.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe not in our apartment. I don't know. Those kids will be like one on another, like a sandwich.
You just need to make sure they are not dead until the end of the day. This is like the main thing they are doing. Maybe sometime doing something else, like playing out. But here I was like, wow, they have so much things. Here it's like so much effort they're putting, and I'm like amazed every time, like, because in Israel it's not, I don't think it's like this, like from what I experienced from my sister or from what my mother was saying. It was basically very standard, very basic, that you just have few kids in the same place, few toys, and try not to kill each other, and let's enjoy this time. And sometimes they need to replace them, I guess, because they're still little kids, give them food or things like this. Maybe not because it's only one person on 10 kids or something like this, or 20, so they need to like maybe in turns, not all together. But it was like not for me it wasn't like a really hard decision, because it's like this is the culture in Israel. They have so many kids. You have the work life. There is not such a thing so much of work lifetime balance. So you need to work. So the kids need to go to this to do something. You need to do something with the kids. So this is what everyone is doing. So for me it wasn't a problem. I was surprised by your reactions and so on, that you have this debate, this dilemma, what to do. Should we do it now? Should we do it later? Because it's different, totally different culture, right?
Yes, that's true. And as I said at the beginning, we our decision wasn't just like suddenly. We first of all, our Gabrisha is very social. Person. She really like interactions with other people, with other children. I was attending with her lots of...
This in the metro, she's sitting next to other people, and she's like, hello,
talk to me,
pay attention to me.
And someone is playing on the phone, and she's like, I want to talk to him. Yes, so basically she's very social, and in the past, when she turned like 3-4 months, I was attending with her together different activities like Gordonki, theater activities for babies, music, swimming pool. So she already she got exposed to the world, to the big world. We also live in Warsaw, which is a big city. We are traveling mostly with public transportation. So was actually this decision that we made. It's also because you started new job, right?
Yes.
Which requires from you to go to office almost every day. So our lifestyle
needed to be changed, adjust, right?
Yes, which I'm still on maternity leave, and this is also when you mentioned about those dilemmas, or like something was going on in my head. It was mostly because in Poland there is this pattern that after maternity leave, people are thinking about żłobek, about nursery, or some of their parents, grandparents want to take care of their children, or they have babysitter like a nanny. So there are lots of options, but basically like this thinking usually, I'm not talking like this is generalization, but usually also what we hear from other people, they are thinking about this in the end of maternity leave, what we will do when this period of time, until then the mother is with the child. And we actually broke this pattern again. Like we broke lots of patterns regarding our marriage, how our wedding will look like, totally different than traditional.
Polish.
Exactly. Yeah. So yes. So we decided to make this decision, and he said, you just said that that we were happy about it, that we made this decision. But I remember.
For you, it was a bit adjustment also for you. Like it was an adaptation, I think, for both of you.
Yes.
Because like I felt like sometimes that you were like hesitating about it or very stressed about every comment they will say. If they will say, and they were like happy to say Gabrisha was like this, did this, and did this, and sometimes you're like very happy about those things, and sometimes when they say something that Gabrisha today was not happy, she only slept a few minutes, or crying a bit, wanted a lot of hands. So you were like, oh my God, what I did, what we did, what change, maybe it's a too drastic change, or Gabrisha was not eating well, so maybe, and they were like, all those comments basically were like, they wanted to help us. This is their job to reflect on what's going on, the true, what's going on, and how together, us and them, we can solve those issues so Gabrisha will be happy in Drawback. And I felt that you took it a lot of time personally. Can I ask you more elaborate with why?
So I was, yes, like, and I felt in my body, like I entered this drawback, which is actually almost in front of our building, so it's like very close to our home, and I felt, even though I was sure about our decision, I felt in my body those feelings, especially in my stomach, that I know already from something, like from my past, because I was working on my past, and I know this feeling of stress, of fears from childhood, and this is still the same feeling that sometimes in different situations I have different triggers, this same feeling is coming back to me. And I thought that I already, because I work so much, it's like a constant work, so I work a lot on my past and where I'm come from and what happened, why I am today as I am. And again, I have this feeling. So I had to go back to those patterns that I'm repeating. First of all, if I'm deciding to put my child in the kindergarten, in the nursery, I cannot control. I cannot control how much she will eat, if she will sleep, if she will sleep. I cannot. I'm basically giving responsibility of my child to other people, which obviously are lovely. They want all the best for her, but I am losing control. And that was, again, I experienced this thing, this like shaking, that wow, rationally, this was great decision. We are happy about it, but unconsciously, my brain still think there is a danger maybe, because I cannot control, and I was control freak from very beginning of my life, and suddenly I totally cannot control nothing. Like obviously the adaptation was very slow process. It was at the beginning 2 hours.
Yes.
Basically they were calling us when to come. It was.
And I think like even because of the control, this their way of adaptation was even better to tell you. Now you go for 2 hours and come back instead of like you being there, because probably if you've been there it will be more hard this adaptation for both of you, because she will say mommy, so I'm going to mommy, I don't want other people, and you will feel okay, I now need to control the environment even not in my house, in drawback that I don't know this place, I don't know where is everything, I don't know should I do something or not. So it's like it will give you more control. And here they basically cut it for periods of times that was like 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, and releasing this control, right?
Exactly. We decided to also, we chose this particular nursery because also of the adaptation process. There are lots of factors, but adaptation process that for us was right, was to leave Gabrisha for certain amount of time, let's say at the beginning 1-2 hours, and then see how she react, and then come. So the Żłobek nursery is without mama, and then she come back home, and the home basically are parents. And I know that there are lots of different approaches. Sometimes parents are together with the child during adaptation. This worked for us, what we chose, that we are happy about it. And yes, so this adaptation was hard basically for me, because of this losing control. Because to me, I learned since my childhood that if I control, I feel safe.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I had lots of problems with my self-confidence, with failing. Also another thing, you told me something which was hard for me at the beginning. That, let's say, I got, it's not even negative feedback. I just got information that Gabrisha today didn't eat.
Yes.
Or didn't eat a lot.
Yeah.
Yes, didn't eat a lot. And to me was something like I felt like 30 years ago, almost, standing in front of my teacher.
Yes.
To get and it was, or like passing, if I passed the test, passed the exam or
Yes.
not. So
and you reflected on Gabrisha that, oh my God, maybe if she doesn't eat enough, they will tell us she's not ready for kindergarten and will kick us out or something. Like you totally like reconstructed in your mind. I understood that it's like the little Natalka that in school they will expel her from school because she failed the test.
Exactly. So it wasn't about so again, it wasn't about Żłobek, it wasn't about Nursery, it wasn't about Gabrisha that is not eating, it was about me.
Mm-hmm.
That I again felt that I will be judged.
Yes.
And I was so afraid of being judged because all the time in my life, I had to prove that I'm good enough only if I get a certain grade at school, only if I get this appreciation, my value is high. Like,
yes.
So it means it was still inside me until now. So again, the child, we said in the past that the previous episode that the baby changes, observe, but also changes everything.
Yes.
In the relationship. And also it also teaches us new things about ourselves that we didn't even think about. And this is what happened. Again, Żłobek, the nursery, was another trigger that again...
You didn't expect this thing, right?
Yes.
You thought you solved your issue, but apparently it's like some mirror in front of you that, hey, this thing you didn't fix yet, right?
Yes, and you, and thanks to the fact that you give me this feedback, even sometimes, obviously, it's hard to hear, right?
Of course, for both of us, right?
Yes, and
that's also for me, it's hard to give
feedback.
Give the feedback because I have these things of pleasing you and make everyone happy, and I don't want to say something, right?
Yes, but thanks God, you are already at this point. You already are not so much, I think, afraid to tell me. And he told me that that something is going on with me. That it's not. That maybe I should dig more inside this. Why I have still those fears or these feelings. Because we are happy about our decision about Żłobek.
Yes, and the feedback was not bad feedback.
Exactly.
Not
so why are you reacting like this?
Oh, yes, exactly. Why are you reacting like this? You are not a bad mother. You're doing everything good. And they are not blaming you. Also, they want to help you. They want to say, listen, she doesn't need to. So maybe, okay, so let's offer her the food that she likes at home. Let's try at home the food that she likes here. Because we only got started with tasting until... recently, and it was only mleko, only milk. So yes, there were so many things like, so let's think and try like why, and maybe you should understand like why this is happening, right?
Yes, when I had this feeling at this very beginning of this adaptation that maybe I'm bad mother, again I had this feeling that also I had this feeling in the, like when Gabrisha was born, I said, this is dangerous. I mean, this feeling, because someone is telling me something, giving me feedback, and I feel I am bad mother, then I really need to take care of this. I really need to do something with this, because basically I'm not bad mother.
Exactly.
But why I'm feeling like this? So I started digging again in my past, in my childhood, and I again asked my mother, and she told me more about her feelings, about how she was feeling while I was similar age to Gabrisha. I went to kindergarten only when I was 3 or 4, so much later. But she told me about like how this very early stage of my life and also her time with me looked like. And I could, thanks to her, that I'm very thankful for these conversations, connect the dots and understand, okay, because when I was a baby, I absorbed all her feelings or her fears or her thoughts that maybe she wasn't even rationally thinking, right? She was unconsciously doing automatically, again, repeating some pattern. But thanks to this that she shared with me, she told me how it was, how she felt, I'm able to understand myself, to accept this past, and then now, okay, I'm aware, this is how it was. My mother did the best job as a mother she could, but some things worked, some things didn't. But now I'm aware of that and I can build my own reactions.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not a little Natalka in front of those ciocias in żłobek, in kindergarten. I'm right now Natalia, parent and adult. And if they tell me some feedback that she didn't eat enough, or something like this, it's not about me. It's not about that Natalka will not pass the test. Mm-hmm. That Natalka is something wrong with me.
It's a feedback to modify, to change, to grow, right?
Yes.
Because we will get all of this all the time when she started to grow more. It will be, I don't know, she will bite a different kid because she has this teeth, or she all the time with smochek, or I don't know, in the future she will be chutzpah to the teacher or things like this. And those triggers, this current trigger need to be fixed or taken care of, know how to deal with now, because it will just grow and grow and it be more of it in the future.
Yes, because objectively thinking, she is safe there.
Yes.
And rationally thinking, I know about it. But only because, thanks to this healing process that I did on myself, this is how I help others. And this is also why I decided to write my first books. I wrote 4 books about Gabrysia that is going to żłobek, to nursery. And those books I wrote are basically based on my healing process and what my approach to life and emotions, and showing how parents actually and their feelings reflect babies, children, and as children will absorb as sponge all the good but also bad feelings and emotions that parents have, and their fears and stress, and those books is a journey that basically we experienced, and first fears that I was able to heal, and right now after those almost 3 months, I can say that I'm totally free of those fears. That I really, entering this żłobek, I feel safe, and Gabrysia also feels safe,
and also
because I feel safe.
And also I can feel it, because there are sometimes we are getting like, oh, today Gabrysia slept only a few minutes, or today Gabrysia was a bit unhappy, probably because her teeth are growing. And you're not taking this personally. So I can feel that there is progress there, you know?
Yes, like I also had at the beginning about breastfeeding, because I'm still breastfeeding Gabrysia, and hopefully I will do it as much as possible, because she really loves it, I really loves it, so even if she's, I don't know, a few years old, I can do it, if I have still milk, because of this special connection. And I understood also, and this is also what I wrote in my book, that breastfeeding is a special connection between mother and the child. You cannot, it's just special connection that you cannot replace, right? But the fact that she is those few hours in żłobek, in nursery, it doesn't mean this connection break or something's going on. And this is also what I'm always telling her, because yes, like she got used to the fact that she gets this whenever she wants. And now she needs to wait, exactly. But it's nothing wrong. And I had also fears, like if she will eat, like what she will eat, if she wants this. No, it was naturally.
Yes, she's eating even better there than here.
Yes,
right?
because there she doesn't have the milk supply from me. So we got feedback that she basically started, when she really feels safe, she eats totally everything what they give her. Sometimes obviously more, sometimes less, depends how hungry she is.
And now
But
taste, right?
yes, and if she likes something,
Yes.
right, she's only human. Sometimes she likes things, sometimes not. But it doesn't mean that this relationship between me and her, because of this separation from the booby, from this breastfeeding, it doesn't mean that our connection is more weak or something like that. Because
Yes.
that was also popping in my head. That's something that this could be a problem. And I understood, no, it's not, because our relationship, our connection is as strong as it was before.
And why do you think, by the way, like the culture of in Poland is like that there are a lot of women like don't send the kids?
Yes, so basically, why at the beginning of our episode I said Robic is a problem. I don't want to, for us it's not a problem, but for lots of people that I know, and also when I scroll social media, I see for lots of people it is a big problem, and mothers, they really think about it as, wow, I really don't want to put my child in nursery, this is the worst I can do. And there are also psychologists that are sharing this knowledge that the child until the age of 3 is supposed to be only with mother, this is the best for him. And this is also why they say, oh, even if psychologists say this, so maybe we will not give, and I will stay 3 years with him at home. So again, like, we don't judge anyone. If someone really if the mother feels that or father that wants to stay with the child 3 years, 1 year, whatever, at home, great. I mean, if this is their own decision. But unfortunately what usually happen, that this hate that I hear or see regarding Żłobek is based on, the old patterns that people continue, like from this, generation to generation. My mother was with me all her life, or not her life, all this time. She was also cooking, cleaning, she was taking care of the house, but she was taking care of the baby. The husband was responsible for money supply. So this was those roles. And yes, and in their mind, this is how it's supposed to be, because this is what they
Yes,
did.
this is how the world was working back then, right? There's a lot of fathers in the past, and also I think also now, that are like, okay, I'm going to work, I need to work hard, I don't know, 6 in the morning until 9 p.m., work, and even take work with me home in weekends, because I need to provide for my family, and then so I can buy my kid whatever he wants, because maybe I didn't have it as a kid. Sometimes this is the reason, right? Like, so I will, and then with this very small amount of time that they are with the kid, is like, I will buy his happiness with gifts, or I don't know, ice cream or chocolate, or things that are like materialistic things, because you don't put the time and effort to the kid, right? And I think, and there is now a new generation of people, that I think I'm one of them, that believe differently, that I believe that I can combine, and I'm trying to combine work with my family. Like, really, you opened my eyes here in Poland about these things about work-time life balance that in Israel was almost not exist, and I guess in other countries as well, or maybe even here there are some people still.
Yes,
like
this is sometimes excuse, because here people also work day and night sometimes.
Yes, and I like, for example, I can share that my last search for a job, I have few offers, and I was really, basically in the end, when I choose between them, was not about how much money I can earn, or what will be my title, or how many people I will manage, or what I will do. It was part of it. The other part was how much, if I can balance it with my family, because it's very important to me. I can see that I'm not helping you. I'm really participating in being a parent from mornings to night, And basically, I think I can do, at least in my opinion, I don't know if you think the same, but I think I can do almost everything that you can do. The only thing I cannot do is give her milk, only from a bottle, and even this I did once a while in the past.
Mm-hmm.
She was very surprised, but she ate in the past at least.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a different approach. That I want to be much more participating. I want to be there for her, and I think also this nursery is helping because you don't have the energy to do all of those things. You're not multiple people, or like the battery is not all the time 100% on, and I think this is helping me because when she's there, I can be focused on work.
Mm-hmm.
And when she's not, I have the energy now to return from work, and maybe I'm tired from work, but I see her and I play with her and I feel energy coming back to me instead of being, oh, I'm too tired to play with her right now.
Or be on the phone.
Also, yes, I'm not on the phone at all when I'm with her. I don't need this because I have this focus of this kid, and she wants this focus. Recently, she's very interested in all her books, and she just taking one and like coming to me, like showing me with her baby noise that read this to me. I want you to read, to play or play this with me, and not just go away and let me play by myself.
Yes, it's like once recently because the same women that express their negative feelings regarding drawback and how the life is supposed to be. For some reason, everyone always know how it's supposed to be, and people compare each other. How it's my house, is your house, it's my baby, how is your baby? So and the same woman, they also complain that there is no husband at home, that they are extremely tired, frustrated. They are just waiting for the father to come back from work.
And then just take him, right?
Yes, and the child is taking all those frustration, all those feelings, and
then I think it's like a snowball, because probably he's getting this frustration from the mother. Then the father take him, and the father doesn't know how to handle it, and the baby is probably crying because he feels the frustration and the tiredness from the mother. And then probably the mother, okay, he doesn't want you, he doesn't love you, whatever, she take it back.
Yes.
And it's just getting bigger and bigger, this cycle, I think, right?
Yes, in order the child to feel safe, first of all, and to feel happy, the mother and father needs to give them this happiness, this safety. But in order to get to this point, they also need to have this feeling, right? So if the mother is frustrated, if the mother doesn't have power, which is normal thing, it's so hard. It's really the being mother, being father is amazing, but it's also very hard and energy consuming. So as you said, the battery is not 100% full all day long, all night long. Even like really, so you need time. So on the other hand, this is why I said we don't judge anyone, because sometimes we see, I don't know, when we go for a walk or in restaurants, parents scrolling or mothers scrolling on the phone. And
the
we say, oh,
put the phone to the face of the baby.
Yes, but
just be quiet, right?
Yes, but maybe because she's with this child already, like
another
day, another night, another day.
Tired from
she needs also time for herself, even scrolling Instagram or social media. This is her time. She also needs this time. So again, the child will see. Gabriela right now, she's only 10 months, but. My mother recently told us, look, she's observing everyone. She's observing everything. She look at us, how we interact between each other, what we say, what are our expressions. She understands everything. People think that those little babies, they don't. They do. And I know she feels if there is tension between us, if she knows when I'm tired, when I'm when I don't feel well. Like yesterday, I told you, please, could you be with her a bit more because I don't feel well today, because I can see that she feel this and also she see that something is going on, and I will not smile like a fake smile to just pretend everything is fine if it's not. And
it doesn't help anyway because she can feel it. She can see that she want to play with you, your attention, you are like tired and just sitting or something like this, and so she like, what's going on, right? She needs this attention, she needs this happiness, and okay, so I just, so I will be with her more time, like no problem, I have the energy, I have the, and it was also opposite, right? In the night, she wanted mostly me, and she was crying and she couldn't fall asleep, something was bothering her. So I was there all night to make her feel safe to go back to sleep, even if it takes every hour. Okay, so I will sleep later in the day, no problem. I can do it, right? And I also want to say like about before that what we talked about these parents. This like because I just remember this. It's like this sentence that I saw on the internet that really touched me about this thing about being at work instead of being with family. That for me at least it very touched. This the saying was that the only one that will feel that you are like working so hard, staying up at night and taking work home and so on, and it will not be your boss, it will not be your company, they will take it as granted, sometimes even. The people that really feel this is your family, because then you basically don't give them this attention, you are taking it somewhere else. And then like, okay, you finish, you are in pension, you finish, what did you achieve with this? Who will remember you?
Yes, and again, like we made this decision, and I shared with because we go together sometimes even to different activities with Gabrisha, and we meet lots of parents, and many times I got feedback or comment, oh, I would never do such a thing, or not even in the negative way. Someone just was sharing his feelings, or I just, in my home or what I know, that this is how it's supposed to be, so this is what I'm doing. My mother was also with me always like that, and I don't know differently, and or something like I can't do this because this is what we discussed with my husband, how we will deal with our child. So we had a deal, and this is how it's supposed to be. This is how my parents were doing. This is what everyone is doing. And again, we are not judging anyone. But if you are not happy
about the situation,
about this, your situation,
so probably it's not the right thing for you.
Yes,
right?
because
it's who are you trying to please with this? Yourself definitely not, because you're not happy, right?
Yes, so there is definitely something inside that I had to, what I mentioned at the beginning, I had to discover a lot about myself. Why, what kind of patterns I do have, and what kind of patterns I don't want to repeat, because I want to create my own reality, my own family, and we decide both what is the best for us as parents. Like, we got also these comments, oh, you pay nanny, because in the past we didn't have parents. Your parents are in Israel, we live in Warsaw, my parents live far away. But even, like, we didn't think, even if my parents or yours would, live in Warsaw, in my opinion, it's not an issue. Like, this is not their job to take care of our children. It's very nice if they come to visit, to spend time with Gabrisha. It's amazing time, and I am thankful for that. But this is not their job. They don't have to do it. They have their own life,
and their own activities,
and this is why,
and things they like to do, and
exactly
they already passed this lifetime of being parents with little babies. They don't need to do it again.
Yes, it's not their job. So so we hired nanny for a few hours, after
a few days or something. Just to have time for ourselves.
To have time for ourselves. Exactly, because we also it was very important from what we talked even while I was pregnant, that we cannot sacrifice our relationship because of the child. So this is why people call it dates, like, oh, I'm the nanny or the grandparents are taking care of the baby, so we are going for a date, so it's something special. But I don't think about something special. I think this is, in our opinion, how we want our life to be. Like, we want to have time for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Not just, I don't know, when we are with Gabrisha, but also time, just you and me, going out together, not doctor, not for shopping, no, just sitting, talking with each other, being close to each other.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, living life, but also with the child. But first of all, there is this hierarchy. And to me, first of all, it's a God, and then it's you, then it's my husband, and then it's my child. Because only if to me it works like this, if this hierarchy works, the first God, you, and then child, we are happy as a parents, we together are sharing this love to each other, and then we can share this love to our child. So I got this kind of comments, oh, you have money, so of course you can afford the nanny or something like this.
Yes,
Well,
but not spending it on other things, right?
Right, and again, like, it's another decision.
Like, what do you prioritize? Do you want to have like some people doesn't like to have rent, they prefer to have a house that they know this is ours, we can modify it as we feel, we will feel safe in this place versus a place that is not ours, that we are renting, and maybe every year or 2 years we need to change, so we will spend the money on this.
Yes.
This is our priority right now. And there are other parents that they prefer, okay, I will spend the money more on trips, on activities, on experiences, because this is what me and my kid and my family will remember the most, versus where does he sleep in the night.
So this is everyone's decision. We don't have 2 cars, we don't have even 1 car, we don't have a house, we're just renting a very small apartment for now, where we are happy, and was our decision, so someone else
could decide differently.
But still, this is our decision and this is your decision. So if I get the feedback that we have money to hire the nanny, well, you also have this money, just decided to invest them
in
something else.
Yes.
And there is no judging, right? This is everyone's decision. We are not millionaires, so we cannot have everything. Maybe there are people that can afford everything, but we decided that this is what we want to invest money on, and I don't regret this decision. Because when I see, first of all, that we are very happy with each other, our marriage is beneficial also from this. Then Gabrisha, our child, is happy. So why not, right?
Yes, it's exactly like we thought about. This is our prioritize. How we prioritize things, and this is how we are doing things, and it's good for us. And I don't think other people should judge us like we are not judging other people.
Yes. But definitely for now we can say we definitely love our żłobek, our nursery, or our ciocias, those girls, those ladies that are taking care of Gabrisha and other kids there. Even though we are only at the beginning of this nursery journey, and but I still feel that the process that we went through, especially me, regarding my fears, my thoughts, really helped, and I'm much more confident about this decision. And as I say, like, every day I'm going with the smile together with Gabrisha. She's like smiling.
Yes.
When we enter the building, she's excited when she see ciocias, other children, and then when I pick her up, she's happy, but then she's yelling, give me already the booby, I want what is mine. And yes, and then there is time that we are 100% focused on her.
Yes.
This is our time, family time, no phone, no other things.
No work, no...
Yes.
No, just us.
So for those of you that are considering
dilemma about it. So this is our opinion.
This is what we want to share with you, and maybe this would help you also to make your own or
yes, make your own decision about it. Yes, and just stick to it.
Exactly. If this is your decision, this is what you say.
Yes.
If you decide that about the kindergarten or any other decision, just stay behind your decision.
Yes, and it needs to be your decision, not your society decision, your parents' decision, your friends' decision, or what other people will say about you. This is need to be your
Always
decision.
there will be someone that will say something.
Always someone will not be happy, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
but we are. I really like this sentence. We are not tomato zupa that everyone needs to like. Some people or something like that. Okay. So thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.
And we really recommend you this podcast Kocham Żłobek for those of you who have those dilemma or just would like to hear in Polish more experiences from other people about their life in Żłobek.
Thank you.
Thank
bye
you.
bye.
Bye-bye.